What's going on, people? Ben here from Bateman Talks Tottenham. Not with my dad Paul today, got my aunt Jill.
Oh yeah.
Where we'll be reacting to the Aston Villa game where we won 4-0. What a surprising result.
It was, and look at the beams on our faces, fantastic.
I know, that was just unbelievable, wasn't it?
Really brilliant.
In terms of the game, the first half, it wasn't the best, quite a cagey game, but we still controlled the game on a whole.
We did, and I thought it was good to see Brennan Johnson attacking and taking on his man and beating him on occasion.
There were only a couple of worrying moments on the break, some sloppy passes, and Romero had a couple of dodgy passes in that first half, and we were kind of lucky that Ollie Watkins wasn't on his form,
For sure. No, he would have put those away on a usual occasion, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so in that first half, it wasn't anything special, but it wasn't bad.
No.
It could have been worse, but it could have been a lot better. But then it came into the second half, where we scored within the first 5 minutes. Pape Sarr, an unbelievable cross to James Maddison, who got his leg on it. What a goal.
Yeah, fantastic cross. I mean, he had no right to do that almost, did he? And he was off balance, had to rebalance himself, and then he put that cross in, and Maddison finished it really well with his left, didn't he?
And particularly with Pape's back injury, I'm not sure that would have done his back the best of good if it's not still 100%. But what a cross. And again, from Kulusevski in the build-up was brilliant to find Pape. And that was the start of, a flurry of goals, really, wasn't it?
It was. It was nice to see us running away with the game in the end. Like Maddison mentioned in the press a couple of weeks ago, didn't he? It'd be nice to get a game where we win convincingly, and this was it. Fantastic.
Yeah,
and against our nearest rivals, couldn't have asked for more.
I mean, in their cup final, a 4-0 win.
Yeah.
And then Dejan Kulusevski again in the second goal, wins it. And then Sonny gets it. You think, have we messed it up, not playing it early enough? Slots in Brennan Johnson and a brilliant finish.
Really good, really composed, and that'll do him the world of good.
Yeah, I think Johnson, although he had a couple bad moments in the first half, he still looked a hell of a different player to previous weeks, isn't he?
He looks like he's now got the confidence to take on his player, and if it doesn't come off, it's not the end of the world, whereas previously he wasn't quite having the nerve to do that, was he?
Do you think on the left wing might be more suited to him, potentially?
Well, if today's showing is anything to go by, for sure.
Because I think he linked up quite well with Sonny and Udogie overlapping, and him being out on that left-hand side, I think, worked quite well. And as in other games, you think against Man City, he got the assist for Kulu off the left wing.
Yeah.
I thought Brennan, there was a real improvement today.
Definitely.
And there have been question marks of, does players like Brennan Johnson only do it against the lower teams? But done it against Villa today, who are ahead of us. So
we made them look quite ordinary in the second half.
Yeah, and then the key turning factor in the game, other than the goals, is that McGinn red card.
Yeah.
Sort of reminiscent of a Matty Cash tackle, that, wasn't it? Totally not going for the ball, absolutely clamps Udogie, full speed, and really could have been a leg breaker, couldn't it?
Yeah, it looked awful, didn't it? There was a couple of angles on the TV. You think, oh, dear me, awful.
Yeah, and then there was a bit of a scuffle after that on the touchline. You were worried that players were going to get caught in that. I think Maddison got a little bit lucky with a bit of a tug on McGinn's collar, but we're lucky that none of our players got too involved and got sent off.
Definitely
Johnson threw McGinn to the floor as well.
Yeah, we did well to come out of that without any yellow cards, and after that he went off. It changed the shape of the game.
And after that red card, it was pretty much a training game for the rest, wasn't it?
It was, changed the shape of the game, and it was passing the ball back and forth. But
I mean, there were still moments for us to defend in that half. Not too many. Not good to see Mickey van de Ven come off for Dragusin, who came on. Wasn't much for him to do, but what he had, he faced well. Pedro Porro had that one moment, though, where it looked like Villa were going to score. Out on the byline, cross comes in. It was a brilliant block from Porro, wasn't it?
Yeah, really very good, yeah.
And like we said, the rest of the game was pretty much a training match. Third goal, Sonny. Brilliant from Kulusevski again, who was involved in every goal in this game.
Yeah.
Brilliant pass from him to find Son. You wondered, was it not going to go in, as it was a bit of an awkward angle, but Heung-min Son, he's not going to miss.
No, you'd want him there, wouldn't you, in that position, and he just calmly sort of powered it home.
Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant. Sonny today, a goal and 2 assists. Yeah. And the fourth goal, he got another assist for Timo Werner. Brilliant to see Werner score. A chance that, it was the sort of chance that he's notoriously known for missing in previous seasons at other clubs. And it was brilliant to him to get that, wasn't it? Yeah,
I mean, after the last one he scored, and so he's on a bit of a run now, isn't he? And it's nice to see him have that confidence, and nice for a relatively simple chance, but like I say, could have messed it up, and he hasn't, so that's going to just
boost his confidence.
Stand him in good stead.
It was a more difficult finish than the one against Crystal Palace, which was pretty much a tap-in, but this was actually, had to get a bit of an angle on it, and it was a brilliant finish from him, and it just resounded off a brilliant performance, really, didn't it?
It really did.
Who would you say would be your man of the match in this game?
So many to choose from, I would have said. Udogie had a great game. You know, Van de Ven until he went off. Thought Sonny was great. They've all been
I think mine will be between Sonny and Kulu. I think Kulusevski involved in all 4 goals is absolutely brilliant. Second goal doesn't happen if he doesn't win that tackle.
No.
Brilliant pass to find Pape. Brilliant assist for Son. And yeah, he was just excellent in this game.
He was.
And I think he'd be either my man of the match or it'd be Son. But both of them, it's a flip of a coin really, were absolutely crucial.
Nice to see the whole team play well.
Yeah.
You know, it was a whole team performance, wasn't it? You know,
Felt like watching earlier Spurs this season, didn't it?
Definitely.
The pace we were attacking with in this game was absolutely brilliant. And, well, finally, we got our revenge on Matty Cash for the game in November.
It did feel a bit like poetic justice, didn't it?
A little bit. I'm sure it won't be the last saga in the arc of Spurs and Matty Cash, but it was nice to see us have the last laugh this season, wasn't it?
It was, and Bentancur got a little nudging on him just near the end, which raised a bit of a cheer from the crowd amongst the other less polite things we were hearing.
Yeah, you could hear the Spurs fans going off at Matty Cash at the end of the game, which is expected.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised it wasn't him that did that foul in Doggy.
Yeah, for sure.
Considering how late that was, very much a frustration tackle from McGinn.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't happen.
No, not a clever thing to do. You know, he's going to now be out for them for the next, it's not helping their cause. It's been a bad day for them altogether. It's not quite as bad as for us, the Chelsea game, but it's not far off that for them.
You look at the rest of the season now, game in hand on them, albeit it's against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, which never usually goes well for us, but Chelsea have been rubbish this season. It's a new season. We're totally different. We could be ahead of them with that game.
Yeah.
Who knows when that game will get fitted in, but ahead of this game, you never thought we would be 4-0 winners coming out of it and only 2 points behind.
No.
We were thinking that was a unlikely scenario, best case scenario, but unlikely, and a draw would probably be the most likely result out of this game.
Yeah.
Look to Fulham next weekend. You'd like to think confidence from this game that we should be able to get a result in that.
Definitely.
Although Fulham have played well recently, you'd like to think we could get a result in that game.
Yeah, we play like we did today. We should win that game, no problem.
Yep. Well, let us know your man of the match in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, come on you Spurs!